Alright, I met this nice lady here. She's displaced. Her and a young gentleman. I'm gonna do her interview first. And here we are. She has a crazy cool looking dog here. Alright, so who do I have here with me?
I'm Nicoma.
Can you say that one more time?
I'm Nicoma.
Nicoma?
Yeah.
That's a unique name. That's
you.
really unique. So, how are you doing today, first off?
Tired.
You're tired?
Yeah.
Okay, so how old are you and what's your current living condition?
I am currently homeless. I have been since July 23rd, 2023 when I got stranded off the Greyhound bus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awful. And how old are you again?
43.
You're 43?
Yeah.
All right, so what's a life like, what's a day in a life like out here for you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it depends on the weather, honestly.
Depends on the weather?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if it's summertime, middle of summer, it's obviously we got to find some place that when we wake up, we're not with beating sun on us. Safe place, a very safe place, and it's nice to have my dog with me.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Because
Can I
she
see your
barks.
dog? Let's see here.
She's really tired.
Oh,
She's been walking all day.
cute dog. Yeah, wonderful. Good looking dog. So when I say day in the life, how did the storefronts treat you guys? Are they nice? How are the officers?
I'm from Michigan, and originally from Michigan, and from Arizona, being here in Phoenix is different. It's like a whole nother country. They treat you like crap. You walk in with a book bag, you're automatically tagged as homeless, you're a piece of crap, they treat you like crap. It was very hard to get comfortable here, and I'm still not comfortable here. At home, you don't see that. If you walk in the store, there's charging stations all over Michigan. You can go into McDonald's and charge your phone anytime you want. Set as long as you want.
Wow, that's cool. So what made you come from Michigan to here?
I was on my way to Oregon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was life like for you prior to being homeless, and why did this happen?
I had a vehicle, and I was in the state of Iowa living. I moved from Michigan to Iowa, and then from there I went to jail because of the car that I borrowed. When my vehicle got totaled in the meantime, but my car got totaled, and I went to jail because it was a stolen vehicle. Supposedly, it was a borrowed vehicle, but the person that let me borrowed it from somebody who was in rehab. So when she got out, she wanted her vehicle, and I was already in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh my!
So it was a mess. But anyways, the charges got dropped, everything. But the reason I was coming out here is to start a new life, or out to Oregon to start a new life.
Yeah.
Start all over. I'm normally a property manager. This is the first time I've ever been homeless. Anything like that.
So what do you make of it? I mean, you said, it's horrible.
I pick up pop cans. I mean, it's as horrible as it sounds. Somebody, an older lady walks the canal every day. She's like, you're walking by money every day. Even if it's 70 cents a pound, it's at least something, you know? So I pick up cans every single day.
Wow.
I have some homeowners that will let me keep my cans stored there, a couple bags here and there, and that's how I've been making, like, literally making a living. I just now got my driver's license mailed here, it's getting mailed here, and so I hopefully will be able to get back on my feet because I'm normally my career is a property manager.
Yeah.
And I would have housing if I had. When I got stranded off the Greyhound, everything inside the cab of the Greyhound thrown away, ID, Bible, everything. And so it's been a struggle to get $9. Getting $9 out here on the street. I went to Walmart to get my money order to send to the state of Michigan. They said, "Where's your ID? I need an ID to get a money order."
Yeah, everything here takes an ID. So did you find that part particularly hard? I mean, finding the money and getting an ID. Everything takes an ID here. It seems like the homeless or displaced have a hard time getting their IDs, social security card, and not to mention, are you afraid out here? Do people steal out here? I heard people do, methamphetamines just to stay awake so no one steals the little bit that they have left. Is that true?
There's so many drugs out here. When we first got out here, we didn't know what the blue pills were.
fentanyl.
I was like, what the heck are you guys doing? And they're like, these are called perks. And I'm like, what? Why would you want to go to sleep like that? That's
crazy.
stupid. And then, yes, there is that. Now they're all on Fetty powder now. It's stupid. That's a thing. And yes, what you're saying is true. Like, what you're asking is true. That they do, a lot of people do meth out here to stay awake as long as they can.
Just so that they don't have what little that they have left get stolen. It's just such a sad thing.
I got, can you say, are you afraid? Yes, I am afraid. I've been shot at 2 or 3 times while I was sleeping because my dogs are barking. I've been shot at. I ran over in February by a car, pinned underneath a van, and then recently, August 21st, I almost lost my right leg. I got attacked by a pit bull.
Wow.
And then I got my marks right here. And I went undergo surgery once and been in the hospital twice. But when they discovered at the hospital that I was homeless, all the niceness and all the services stopped.
Went out the window. I'm sorry to hear that.
And they sent me out the door with no gauze, no way to get any medical supplies or nothing. When I went back to the hospital a week later because I didn't feel good and I was afraid it was getting infected, I flipped out. I literally flipped out in the waiting room because they let somebody else go ahead of me twice, and they knew that I was sitting down. I had blood coming down my leg from my wounds, and my stitches were ripped open, and they didn't give two
What
craps.
about medication for the pain?
I asked not to be. I said, in the ambulance on the ride there, I said, please do not give me any opiates to take home. You can give it to me in the hospital. And the reason being is because I was an opiate addict off and on for 10 years ago, and I did not want to be addicted again.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
So when I did get to the hospital, the doctor wanted to give me fentanyl, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
He's like, ma'am, it's not like the stuff on the streets, I promise. And so they gave me that, and they gave me a shot of morphine before I left. But when they released me, they pushed me in a wheelchair out the door.
That was it.
It said, your ride will be here soon to take you back up to the canal. I waited 2 hours, so I ended up walking back to the canal barefooted.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That's what it's like out here.
It's
I
horrible.
mean, yeah, this is bad. So, I mean, it is scary out here. Do you think that it would be a lot better if you had a boyfriend or someone there to help you, or by yourself?
I did have a boyfriend, but he not very supportive at all. He didn't. I call it hustling any kind of money. He never goes out and would get cans with me. Nothing. I do a lot of dumpster diving. That's another thing. I do a lot of dumpster diving. So there's a lot of things that I have found in the dumpster
That are good.
that I've been able to take to the pawn shop. Find somebody with ID to take it to the pawn shop for me and sell it and give them a portion of the money. I had to find my own unique legal ways to make money.
Yeah, because a lot of women out here, unfortunately, have to sell themselves. And I have to give you a salute and a nod, that's what you haven't succumbed to. That's amazing, to say the least. I mean, a lot of women out here, they have to do that, and which is fine. No one judges on what you have to do, but and I didn't even ask, has that been something that you've done?
Never.
And that's amazing. So,
never. I have every day, at least 12, 15 times a week, I'm getting asked. Just yesterday, some guy pulled up in a minivan by Tidal Max over there and asked me, hey, you want to make $10 real quick? I said, for what? He goes, PHX? I was like, no. I am so much worth more than $10, is what I said.
Yeah, please,
no. And so, I get propositioned a lot.
Yeah, it's awful.
I don't get any support from my family or
Yeah.
friends back home. I basically have cut them out of my life until I can get back on my feet and figure out what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah.
Kind of like I think what happened was I have 4 biological children, and I went through a divorce, and I had an empty nest all at once, and I had, like I said, I had a career, I had a good job, and my husband at the time, he's still employed with the same employer, but we made really good money, owned our own home, and all of our kids graduated high school. It was off to college, and all of a sudden, we were getting divorced, and it just went downhill after that. And then my kids basically, I think, cut me out of their lives because I left the family home.
Yeah.
And so I've been estranged from them for 8 years, and it's been one thing after another. It's like,
So if they end up seeing this interview, is there anything that you would love to tell them or let them know?
sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, I understand. I'm so sorry.
That I love them and I think about them every day, and I need help.
Yeah.
I just need help.
Yeah. So we're trying to change here. We're trying to help in the best way we can. I mean, but it starts off a little to a lot, you know. Soon, in hope, our goal here is to be able to help on a more intimate level, like, you know, can we get you a hotel for a month or two, things of that nature, help people get their paperwork, Social Security, and things like that. My wife talks about bringing showers, the portable showers, things like that, you know, and, you know, that's what we're gonna, you know, start doing here. You know, it starts off small, you know, you gotta crawl before you walk. So you do have family? Do you have a mom and a dad who?
My mom and dad are still alive. I don't really talk to my dad. I don't talk to my mom either. I mean, because I made a vow to myself that when I got on the bus to come out here, I was gonna at least take a year break from talking to anybody.
Yeah.
And try to figure out, you know, what to do. And I tried to communicate with my mom recently, and it didn't go very well. And
Sorry.
Whatever.
Well, like I ask everybody, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, I do see myself still here in Phoenix, and I do see I'm not going to be on the streets much longer.
That's great.
Recently, like a couple months ago, I was introduced to a gentleman that has a home, and he's retired. He's a senior citizen.
Yeah, that's good.
He has a hoarder home. It's
and you're
horrible.
gonna help fix it.
Well, he got a write-up from the city, and I know how to deal with the city inspector, and I've been dealing with her, and I've got the whole entire yard cleaned up, and he lets me keep my stuff in the garage, and he lets me stay there from time to time in the garage.
That's good. Good for you.
And so, and I'm able to use his water hose to shower there.
That's
awesome. If I
awesome.
need to. Yeah. And he watches my dog when they need him to, and when it gets really
great.
hot out, he'll keep her. And yeah, it's.
Yeah, I see you. Going somewhere. You're very knowledgeable, and you definitely got all your faculties in order. You know, there's a lot of people out here that are, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I
say
know.
the least, and it's sad, you know. But I think you're somebody who's gonna, you know, get out of this situation and go very far in life. You know, this is just a stepping stone for you.
I think the city of Phoenix, if they would, you can definitely tell that this is definitely individually sponsored helping the homeless here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not government funded
I know.
a lot.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
even though they say that they are helping, but they're not helping because they're taking away anywhere you can charge.
Yep.
You won't let the homeless use the bathrooms anywhere. So now you got them going to the bathroom outside everywhere. Okay. So now, if you want all the trash to stay up out of the streets, I wanted, you know, my goal was to maybe when I got off the streets is to start my own 501c3.
Oh yeah.
About give them a place to store their belongings.
Yeah, because that in itself is hard to do.
Me having a job is, I'm going to sit here and I've been robbed of everything that I've owned. I don't know how many times. I don't even keep anything anymore.
God.
I don't even keep anything except for my bike. That's the one thing that I just keep locked up constantly and don't let it leave my side. I've had like 13 bikes stolen just in the last 2 months.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy. And you have to barter with everybody. It's like, it's crazy.
Everything's a trade up or trade down.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
And they should just take the currency away from Phoenix.
Yeah.
Blue pills is what you got.
Yeah. Goodness.
You know, and I've been accused by when I first got here to Phoenix, August of 2023, I was arrested
Oh no.
for trespassing in this car garage. But we got permission from this lady named Tracy that she's like 3 days prior to that there was a dust storm, and she said you can go down in the very lower level, and if as long as you don't make a mess down there, you can sit down there until it's over with. So we just took it upon ourselves that it was okay to do it again.
Yeah.
Because it was super hot. It was nice and cool
yeah.
down there. And here come the police, and they kept us in the back of a cop car, each of us handcuffed behind our back for like 4 hours. And then decided to let us go then and tell us that we had a court date. They ended up dropping the charges at court.
Yeah.
And told us don't ever show our faces around that property
Yeah,
again.
That's awful. That is awful.
And they tried to manhandle me that day. It was new cops, and the supervisor was there with the newbies.
Yeah.
And he said, she's not being forceful. She's not doing anything wrong. So there's no need to be aggressive with her.
Yeah.
They were trying to throw me on the ground. It was crazy.
Yeah, they're awful. Well, if someone sees this interview and they have the financial ability, and they feel like being generous enough, is there anything that you would want or need or something? I always ask everybody that.
I would like a car, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
But I need a new front tire for my bike.
Yeah.
I ran over one of my trash grabbers because I pick up cans, and I ran over one, and a new trash grabber and a pair of shoes.
All right. Well, there it is. This was a wonderful interview, and I love talking to you. I think the chemistry is good, and you're very intelligent.
Thank you.
So I just want to thank you, and hopefully we can get a part 2 when you're in a better situation, or just doing a little bit better than this today.
Right.
I love doing updates. So thank you so much for this interview, and just God bless you, and I hope everything goes your way.
Thank you.